Bill O'Reilly here, Tuesday, August 16th, 2022. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. Donald Trump accusing the FBI of stealing his passports. LA's radical district attorney avoids a recall. Hollywood celebrities hire at-home security as crime surges. Americans turn to fast food to cope with inflation. Also ahead, the FBI, good or bad? But first, Donald Trump accusing the Bureau of stealing his personal property. The former president claims the FBI seized his passport during the raid on Mar-a-Lago. Latest polls show Republicans rallying around Trump after that raid. 57% want him to win the GOP nomination in 24. That is a 4-point bump compared to last month. 17% now support Florida Governor DeSantis. Progressive District Attorney George Gascon will not be recalled by voters in L.A., at least not yet. According to the county clerk there, the petition failed to secure enough signatures to appear on the ballot. His office released a statement on the recall, quote, based on further examination, 195,000 signatures were found to be invalid. Therefore, the petition has failed to meet the requirements and no further action will be taken, unquote. Of course, some believe the fix is in L.A. Meantime, in that town, famous movie stars and others are turning to private guards for protection. Celebrities now hiring round-the-clock teams after a series of high-profile burglaries. Data from the LA Police Department shows a 57% increase in robberies, 29% bump in homicides, 30% jump in violent felonies across that area. Recent polls find 42% of residents in LA feel unsafe in their own homes. Of course, regular folks can't buy expensive protection like the movie people. Record number of Americans are dining at fast food restaurants to save money. Prices at the supermarket are way up, as you know, but menu items at national chains fast food have remained stable. The result, more people are eating at McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, on and on. Lots of calories, lots of sugar, lots of fat. In a moment, lots of controversy over the FBI. Right back. Inflation at its highest level in 40 years and interest rates are skyrocketing, as you know. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of J.P. Morgan, predicting recession. So to protect your future, do what I did. Call the only precious metal dealers I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. You can get started with a short phone call. They will place physical gold and silver right at your door or inside your IRA or 401k. They are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied clients. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Don't wait. You can call them now. 877-444-GOLD. 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day, the FBI. Remember the show in the 1960s? If you're of a certain age, as they say, you do. The lead FBI guy, Efren Zimbalist Jr., great name, right? I used to watch that show with my father. It was pretty good. And then recently, Quentin Tarantino, the movie director, put it into his movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, I know as much about the FBI as anybody on the planet because I wrote the book Killing the Mob, which chronicles the FBI from its very beginning in the 1930s. So I'm going to give you a fair assessment of where the Bureau is today, and it is having image problems. So let's take a fair look. We begin with the war on bank robbers from 1930 to 1939. People like John Dillinger, Machine Gun Kelly, Bonnie and Clyde, Pretty Boy Floyd, Babyface Nelson were running wild in the Midwest and the Southwest. It was the Depression, and people hated banks, and these people walked into the banks and stole the money and were actually heroes in some places. The problem was they shot local law enforcement and some civilians dead. Enter the new FBI under a young lawyer named J. Edgar Hoover. Well, it wiped out these bank robbers. Again, you can read all about that in Killing the Mob. Then we go up to 1963 with the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Again, I wrote the book Killing Kennedy. I got all the FBI records, and they were stellar records. The Bureau did a very good job in that case, but few Americans even know that, because a lot of the JFK stuff remains classified to this day. Then, the FBI's finest moment. In 1964, it broke the Ku Klux Klan, which was terrorizing blacks and good white people in the South. The best movie I've ever seen on that is Mississippi Burning. So you should check that out. But the FBI did fabulous work in breaking the KKK. Then, finally, it took on the mafia in 1986. Now, J. Edgar Hoover did not want to do that. Bobby Kennedy, the Attorney General, forced J. Edgar Hoover to get involved in the 1960s with the mafia, which, again, was terrorizing the entire country. Well, finally, it took them about 20 years, the FBI used meticulous surveillance to break and convict the 8 leaders of the so-called mafia families. Then we go into the World Trade Center bombing in 1993. Some Muslim jihadists blew up the World Trade Center partially in 93. Remember that? And the FBI cracked the case, arresting a dozen suspects 6 days after the bombing. And then on to September 11, 2001, where the FBI did protect us. On the downside, the Bureau used illegal domestic surveillance under Hoover big time. It also botched Ruby Ridge in 92 and Waco in 93. It did not prosecute Hillary Clinton when obviously she should have in the email probe, and now the raid at Mar-a-Lago. All in all, the FBI was the premier law enforcement agency in the world, but now it's got problems. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve the message by writing it. In a moment, something you might not know. Things are tough in the USA right now. Gas prices up 59%, food prices up 10%, and have you taken a look at your cable bill recently? Some of us are paying more than $150 a month. That's why I am excited about the streaming platform Vidgo, V-I-D-G-O. Vidgo gives you the freedom to be entertained at a price you can afford. Vidgo has all my favorite live sports networks. They have a great choice of news programming, including the First, Newsmax, OAN, Fox News. Vidgo also has more than 100 channels of entertainment. All of that for just $59 a month for the base package, $79 a month for premium. You deserve the freedom to be entertained at a price you and your family can afford. So please sign up at vidgo.com/Bill. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 45 years ago today, music icon Elvis Presley found dead at his home in Memphis, Tennessee. Doctors initially blamed the legend's death on a heart attack. In reality, it was years of drug abuse, as you may know. Here is the true story behind the King of Rock. Elvis Aaron Presley, born inside a tiny one-bedroom home in rural Mississippi on January 8, 1935, in the Depression. The boy began singing at local parties and high schools when he was 12 years old. In 1956, Elvis hit number 1 with his song Hound Dog. That's a classic, and that launched him into the big time. Throughout his 20-year career, the King racked up 18 number 1 singles, 40 in the top 10. Elvis Presley sold 1 billion albums in every country on earth, even North Korea, He also appeared in 31 films. However, fame took its toll on Elvis. He had drug overdoses twice. Despite those near-death experiences, he did not swear off drugs, and his personal physician continued to prescribe them in crazy ways. Elvis financed his habit with a string of concerts in Vegas and a few televised performances. After divorcing his wife Priscilla, things went downhill. He developed a worse addiction to prescription drugs and began consuming junk food in a colossal way, sometimes more than 12,000 calories a day. By 1977, Presley had gained 70 pounds, could no longer walk without a cane, and slept 15 hours a day. On August 16th, the King of Rock was discovered dead on his bathroom floor at the age of 42. And here's something else you might not know. This coming September 27th, my new book, Killing the Legends, The Lethal Danger of Celebrity, comes out. It will explain exactly how Elvis Presley was betrayed and why he did die at the age of 42, 45 years ago today. It is a cautionary tale. All in all, Presley was a good guy, but he totally lost control of his life. Back after this.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-925-7584 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-925-7584. That's 800-925-7584. What do you have to lose? Call 800-925-7584. Again, 800-925-7584.
Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.